So welcome again. Yesterday we registered for Infinity free account and also biz.nf accounts. Today let's see why I would recommend Infinity free. One, you have a maximum of 3 accounts on the free Infinity account. What that means, if let's say you want to create 3 websites, you can just create 3 accounts, each for each website. So you can be able to create to a maximum of 3. Under BizNF, you have one limitation. While you can create 3 subdomains, these are like 3 accounts in the Infinity free. There are accounts here. You only have access to one MySQL database. What that means is you can only create one website because each website you create with WordPress requires database. So once you create the first account, the first website, it means that the database is already taken. You can only upgrade your account. But you can have to a maximum of 3 subdomains. What that means, if the other subdomains have to be linked to something else, you have to use your one WordPress installation to cater for the 3 websites, which may be tricky because also again you have a limitation on the disk space. So BizNF is mostly used for web applications. Let's say you want to create a mobile app and you want it to access to an online database. BizNF is the best compared to Infinity free. Infinity free, for the free account, they keep track of your access. So at the end of the URL for your website, you will notice there is a question mark and a number 1. So you have tried the first time, 2, 3, like that. So if you're using this link on a mobile app, it means you have to keep track of this number for every person who installs, which is not practically possible. For BizNF, they don't do that. Once you create your app and you create the database and you host and you access, let's see whether we can access one. Like this one. These are quotes app I've created. I've also created another one for recipes. You can check those applications in Play Store. I've left a link in the description. There is one called Puzzle of Life. They have quotes, Bible verses, also has quizzes and riddles. All of them, they are saved on an online database on BizNF, biz.nf. Then I use a web service to access, which is also free. Then I display them on the app. You can check. There is also Kitchen Whiz, which is an app for recipes where you get ingredients and instructions on how to cook and other details regarding kitchen. And all that data is fetched from online database. As you notice, they don't put a question. If I was to refresh these, there is no numbers at the head. So the URL doesn't change. And that makes sure you're accessing the same data. So BizNF is best if you are developing mobile apps. If you're into mobile applications, you can check the link in the description. I've done a tutorial on how I've created those apps. I've combined ChatGPT to generate the code together with my basic knowledge of Android Studio, and I've created the app from start to the end all the way to hosting. So you can check that, and you can be able to create mobile apps very easily without even the knowledge by just using ChatGPT. Like this is an application I've been developing, a DJ application, and you can see it is generating code for me. I just need to copy paste, then go through the code, make sure it's okay, test, then host on Play Store, then integrate AdMob ads and also in-app purchase and affiliate marketing within the app to make money. If you want to run, just check the link in the description. I've left a link in the description of how I've created my application, my app, using free web hosting. We have hosted MySQL database, and it is the same database I've been using for the 3 applications. So there are limitations to the database, but you can use the same database. You create one database, then within it you create tables, because you're not limited to the number of tables you can create. You create tables, the ones that you need to link, you link, the ones which are independent, you just access them independently. However, if you have knowledge on PostgreSQL, you can also use, but as you notice, it's not available for free hosting, so you only have an option of MySQL. And you can use the same subdomain, but accessing each web service differently. You can create many web services as long as you don't surpass the disk space of 1 GB. Then when the traffic grows to 5 GB, you can always upgrade. Remember, you have integrated ads, so when you make money with ads, that money you can come and upgrade your account or move your hosting to other web hosts. I'll cover them as we go along. So BizNF for now is not best for a website due to the limitations, but if you want for training purposes or for your own tests and practice, you can always use that. Or if you feel you need to use biz.nf, upgrade your account. Once you upgrade your account to the paid hosting, let's see the available packages. So we have free plan. Again, we have seen the limitation of 1 GB web space, and also database, you can only host one. If you go through personal plan, you have unlimited web space, unlimited data transfer, that is the traffic, and it goes for $4. Let's see additional features. So the cost is a bit lower, $4, 4.9, promotional right now. Then you have up to 5 free domains of c1.biz. You can also have a .com domain, so free one. That's one. Let's see whether there is a limitation on the database. So maximum of 7. So if you intend to create like more than 7 websites, then personal is not for you. You can go for business package. But if you're going for less than 7 websites or apps, then feel free to use it. And total annual promotion price for the personal account is $59. Remember to use the link in the description to register. It's my affiliate link. It also goes a long way to support this channel. So let's see what else. You can also get detailed traffic. Private SSL certificate is optional, or dedicated IP for SSL is also optional. If you are doing e-commerce, it's available at the personal. Then well, I think they are okay. Editing PHP, yeah, I think you also have unlimited size of your website, and I think these are good to go package. However, if you need unlimited access to MySQL database, then you can go for business package, which goes for $83. The only difference is around say $30. That's the difference between the two. But for a start, I can always recommend, if you're not in for training, you want a professional website, just register for personal account. Then you go through the same process we did for installing your WordPress. So we go back to BizNF. We see why I would recommend as for now. As I said, you can create a maximum of 3 websites. Remember, in BizNF you can only create one in a free account. So in Infinity Free, you create each website on its own account, and you have a maximum of those are 3 databases, because each website will be supported by its own MySQL database. But Infinity Free is not good for mobile applications, which you'll be hosting on your Play Store. Because at the end of each URL of your web service, they always add a question mark and a number. That number tracks the number of time a user accesses your web service, just to track traffic. So that means in your code, Android code, you need to change that number every time. So for Infinity Free, it's not advisable for mobile applications. It's advisable now for website development and e-commerce. You also get a free SSL certificate. We'll be installing these on our account. Let's click Go Premium. We see the options. So if you opt to go for paid platform, you can use a Super Premium, which is $4.9, or Ultimate Premium, which is $7, or VSP server, which is more of a dedicated server, which is $9.9. So on each you get a free SSL certificate, but the difference is for the Super Premium you have 250 GB of bandwidth. So if your website traffic won't be that big, then you can go with the Super Premium. But again, remember, these are limitations. We don't want to be limited in what we are doing. So I would recommend you use Ultimate Premium, which doesn't have a limitation on bandwidth, because you never know who will be accessing your website. Then you have 21 free domains. This is like 21 websites which you can create. Or if you have created websites outside, you can always get 21 free domains. Then for cPanel, that is a common. There's also the dedicated server, which it's more like you utilizing that server alone. But we won't go into details of that. So, and you notice you are hosting with ifast.net. So you have seen the reason why I'm recommending Infinity Free for this tutorial. The tutorial is on blogging with WordPress and how we make money with AdSteller, AdSense, and also with affiliate marketing. Remember, for AdSense you need a fully qualified domain like peter.com, something like that, without a subdomain. So I would advise you go to the link in the description and select the package for Ultimate Premium. Then you sign up. You get a free SSL certificate, unlimited bandwidth, and up to 21 free domains. But for us, we only need one, which we'll be using for our web hosting. However, if you are limited in cash, just register for the free Infinity account. You can always upgrade. You have registered either free Infinity account, or you can decide to go for paid. We'll also be checking other web hosts as we go along, and how you also make money with them. The same process for WordPress won't change. It's only how you register accounts on each. So for now, remember to go to the link in the description, register for Infinity Free. If you intend to use your hosting account for mobile applications, or you also want to learn how to make mobile applications using Android Studio with MySQL database and SQLite, just check the link in the description. I've left tutorials, a website where I've categorized all my tutorials. You can always go there, click on whatever you want to see, and you'll be sure to see all the tutorials in details. In all my tutorials, I don't hide or remove any details. I go step by step until I make sure whatever I've done, you're able to do it. Also, I've developed mobile apps and mobile games. If you also want to know how to develop or you want to see them, just go to the link in the description. Then you go to mobile apps and games. That website I've created using blogger.com, free Google Blogger platform, the one I've used to create that dashboard. If you do want to know how to create that dashboard, let me know in the comments so that I can also show you. Let's say you have so many accounts, websites, your platforms which you don't want to share to your clients, and you don't want to use that party like Linktree. You can always create your own dashboard using blogger.com. Just check the link in the description, you see what I'm talking about. When you click, it has a dashboard. That one I've created using blogger.com. Very easy. And I've also used ChatGPT to generate the code. You'll be shocked what you can do with ChatGPT. Just check my alternative channel. You'll see what you can do with ChatGPT. It's crazy. You can create anything without even that knowledge. So let's go to our website. We need now to customize our WordPress. So I'll be using Infinity Free because that's where I've hosted my website. So let's meet in the next one where now we'll go and customize our WordPress.